live. Thank you everyone for being here at the Monica Campana Health and Wellness and Nutrition Show. Today we have, for the series of People Helping People, we have a wonderful entrepreneur. Her name is Jennifer Jenkins, who is going to tell us everything about herself, her background, what she's doing, and to help people. Jennifer, the floor is yours. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Monica, for having me. It's a pleasure. So just to share a little bit, I guess, a background of me and what led me to this point was a lot of the common denominators that I hear and a lot of people that are in this space is our own personal journey. And I'm the same way. It was my own personal journey that brought me here. And it was about 10 years ago. I found myself caught up in day-to-day life of working really hard, taking great care of other people, putting myself on the back burner, and it caught up to me. And I just found myself really sick and tired and run down and seeking out professional help and looking for answers, trying to figure out what was wrong with me. I had a slew of health issues come up, was seeing about 5 different specialists and wasn't getting any help, wasn't getting any better. And so I just went on this own personal journey of trying to heal myself. And I just started educating myself, looking for different answers, what would work for me, because what I realized, working as a nurse was we're all different. We like to think that we all fit within this box and we all, check the box and we're all here and we should be labeled as this is what's wrong with us. But the more that I found was we're not, we're all so different and we all have different needs. And that's where I found myself was what was working traditionally for some people, it just wasn't working for me. And
so you were a nurse. You're
yes,
a nurse.
Yes, I'm a nurse. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So I just went on this, health discovery of trying to heal myself. And the more I started to research and the more I started to learn and get online, like the traditional person does, and really realize that, oh my goodness, the stuff that was out there for the average consumer was so misleading and dangerous and really eye-opening that, oh my gosh, this is what people are buying into. And then it led me into, really wanting to be a sound voice of reason for other people, not only heal myself with alternative therapies, but also to help other people that maybe were struggling too. I really had no desire to start my own health coaching business. It was really just me healing me. And then more people started to seek out, advice because they found themselves in the same situation and they saw that I was improving and my health was improving and I was changing all areas of my life. And so then I realized there's a bigger calling that I need to fulfill. And that is being, a guidance for other people that are seeking out answers themselves. And so I just really started getting a ton of certifications, just trying to learn as much as I could.
Yeah, you have them all. I mean, tell me which certification you don't have, because it's amazing.
I'm still working on it.
Tell us. No, I need to know because it's amazing. I think you win. I mean, so far I've interviewed so many people, but I think you get the prize. Tell us what certifications you have.
Well, like I said, I've been a nurse for 20 some years. And I still work as a nurse just so I can keep up to date on everything because healthcare changes every hour of the day. So I want to be on the forefront of that because ultimately I want to do what's right for, my clientele and patients, that making sure that I'm giving them the right advice based on today's research. And then I'm certified in health coaching. So it's through an accredited school, which is important because there's a lot of people who claim that they're health coaches, but they're not through an accredited school. And that's very important to make sure, again, that we're giving the right information to the consumer. Fitness nutrition specialist. I'm trying to think of a weight management specialist. I'm working on sports performance specialist right now. Did a brief stint with personal training. Really, it was just for myself and being able to write out my own workout plan. So I have that. I'm trying to think of what else.
Certified holistic?
Yes. Holistic life coach. Yes. I forgot about that one.
And then weight management, no? You also have...
Yes. Yes, I've done I actually have partnered with the world's largest nonprofit organization that specializes in childhood obesity. So that program will be rolling back out the first of the year. We started a program in our community, but due to COVID, we had to shut it down because it was meeting in person. So we're going to kind of modify it so we're going to be able to offer it in a virtual setting in the new year. So which is really exciting. So that's my passion, is working with kids with childhood obesity.
That's nice. And so, and you started your own company then, called
I did.
Rooted, right?
I
Rooted.
did. Yes, I started my own company. It was last July. It kind of just dawned on me one day. It's like I have all this have all these certifications, and I really wasn't doing anything with them. It was just really about me helping me and understanding, the most that I possibly could about the body and how it works, and looking at things through a different lens. And it just dawned on me one day that I was just like, I'm just going to start my own business, because then I can bring everything together. And then as I help someone, I can help them in the best way that I know how. And that's really why I just keep self-educating myself, is just because there's so many layers to us. And I always look at us like as an onion. We have the outer layer, the most prominent things that we're wanting to focus on, but we have to dig deeper through those layers to get to the core of really what the root problem is, and help to address that. Because if we only deal with the outside layer, we're not going to get very far. And so we have to keep peeling off those layers to get deeper and deeper and deeper. And longevity is where it's at. And that's where I like to help people the right way, to where we get you the results that you're looking for, and you got it, you're on your own, and you no longer need me. And that's really what I'm after, is just helping people to get to that,
To get them on the right path.
Right. Absolutely.
Now, how do you work? Like, you have one-on-ones, you have group sessions. Right now, probably it's mostly virtual, correct?
Right. Right. When I started looking into opening my own business, I really wanted to have an office space to where I could bring people to, and it'd be quiet, and we could have that focused one-on-one time. But it wasn't, but 6 months later, then the pandemic hit. And so it kind of made it to where it was already an easy transition, because I was already doing most of my business online anyways. So it was just an easy transition just to continue in that virtual space. So, and it's really opened up doors to where I'm not now set by boundaries, where I can help people really across the US instead of just in my community. And that's really opened up that door of I can help people all over. So I do one-on-one coaching. That's really where I love to be, is because, like I said, everybody is so unique and so different. And then we can really tackle their personal goals based on them, what their needs are. But I also offer group coaching for those that, just want some general guidance. Everything applies, is pretty much for the whole. And then I also do programs. So that's the one thing I've been working on a lot as we've been through this pandemic, is writing a lot of content. So I have a lot of different programs that I'm offering, and new ones that'll be rolling out the first of the year as well.
Oh, that's wonderful. And you have like Facebook groups or private groups that people can join, right?
I do. Yep. Okay. I have a Facebook page, just my business page, and then private groups. When I offer the group coaching, they're usually just 10 days to 28 days to 30 days and roughly. And so I'll just do like a pop-up group with those, the general consensus when I'm coaching them.
That's wonderful. And I think I have all the information on in case something is missing. I mean, I'll add it later, but I think people can find you on the post, and we added all the information. So wow, so you basically are a holistic health coach, right?
Correct.
Because you encompass everything, and you have, give me an example of the programs that you have, or how do they work? Like, probably they're monthly, or by how long do they last?
So honestly, it really just depends on the individual. I have some people who've got a history of really good, like maybe they were elite level athlete and they just kind of got off track, and they just need to be brought back on track, and then everything starts to re-trigger, and then the old beliefs, all the patterns start to come back. So it might be a shorter time frame that I have to work with them, because they already have that ingrained in them. They just needed some guidance to get back on track. And then I have others who have never done anything, and it's just been a lifetime of patterns and belief systems that they've dealt with that has led them to where they are today. So for an example, I'm working now with a client who, has well over 100 pounds to lose. And we identified, her trigger was something happened when she was about 13 years old that she turned to food for comfort. And then it just started this pattern of eating for comfort. And then that was, her safe space. And then just this belief system that she's had, and then her, how she views herself and the relationships that she has with food. So we have broken through so many barriers with her. I mean, I can't wait to share her before and afters, because she has just made this massive transformation, not only with her health, but just with her in general. She's just now blossoming into this. Her career is advancing. You can just see she's changing every area of her life. And so it's really great to see. So I honestly work with families who want to get healthy together as a whole, because usually when the children are overweight, it usually starts with the parents, because the parents are the ones buying the groceries, buying, it's this habits that are established. So I work from anywhere from the kids with the families to elite level athletes. So a lot of in-betweens.
Wow. And you combine, I mean, as far as athletes, I mean, do you have like programs that at different levels of like physical activity again, or it's just mainly nutrition based? I mean, you have a combination of different steps, right?
Right. So usually, again, it kind of just depends on the individual. So time frame wise, ideally, it's about 3 months that I love to work with somebody, because it takes about, 21 days to form a habit. Most people in the health and wellness, industry understand that, but it takes about 66 days on average for that habit to now be formed into a lifestyle change. So if we stop too soon, we can't break through and keep going, right? And people, a lot of times they'll think, oh, I just need a month of coaching and I'm good, I got it. But sadly, that's not true. We need to really keep somebody on for about 3 to 6 months is really optimal, because then we know from there on, we're going to be in a much, better, we're going to be in much better outcomes. So my focus is really on the holistic part of wellness. I do offer exercise plans, but that's like a specialty that that's time consuming. I don't train clients, so to speak. I mean, I could set you up on a plan, show you proper form and that sort of thing. But I usually refer that out to personal trainers or people who are running fitness centers, because that's their specialty. And mine is really behavioral modification, the nutrition, the mindset, the healthy habits.
And mindset, I think is at the base of everything. I think
100%.
Once you fix that, that's everything else falls into place. Let's see, I'm asking some, because we have a few people on the live to see if they have any questions. They're saying, there's an Yvonne saying that you're very correct, but I don't know what she was referring to. Probably everything you've said so far, because it's everything is on spot. Let me see. So people who want to contact you directly, what is the best way? I mean, besides your phone number, that I don't know, some people don't want to put the phone number on Facebook, but what is it, the website, and then they send you an email?
Yeah, I actually have a new website that's going to be launched next week, which is really exciting. But for now, nonetheless, they can still go to my website, fill out the contact form. I'll receive that information. And, it's whatever their preferred way of contact is. Some people like via text to start, the conversation. Some people it's email. I'm happy to meet people where they are. Again, everybody has different forms of communication, so I always want to respect that. So if someone wants to reach out to me via email, it's just Jennifer@rootedholistichealth.com. You can call me or send me a message through Facebook or through my website.
That's wonderful. And let's see if we have any more questions. I think we covered pretty much everything. Rooted. Oh, and your website, right? If people go on your website, what do they find? They find general information that they can, use to help themselves. And then if they need more specific information, they can reach you.
Correct. Yes. So I offer a lot of, like, I put together a lot of, usually once a month, I'll put up free content just to help somebody guide them in the right direction, like free healthy habits, kind of what get that started. I do like recipe bundles, just things to help, people get started if they want to just some help on their own first. So I always put that up on my website. There's always free content on there. You're welcome to download it, sign up for that. And then, yes, it has just general information on there. But usually I offer free consultations. So a 30 to 45-minute consultation I always offer for free, because I need to see if we're even a good fit to even work with each other. And if I can even help you, because sometimes it's a little bit out of my scope where I need to refer it out to somebody maybe that's in the mental health space or somewhere
More specific.
there.
More
Correct.
specific.
Yes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the amazing thing about you and what you have to offer is that you come from a very, like traditional background, in nursing and medicine and medical school. And then you realized that many things were missing in that world. So you combine the traditional with the new, holistic, more natural approaches. That I think this is the future. I mean, it's the present and future, because we realize that many times, you go to a doctor and they give you all this prescription and all these medicines that just kind of put patches on you, but they don't really fix the root problem. So this is what you do.
Yeah.
So it's really wonderful, really wonderful. And I'm sure that, it's not going to be the last time, because I want to know more about your classes and your courses and the people that you've been. Maybe one day we'll bring some testimonials and that the people that you have helped. I think this is what keeps everyone going, to see how you can change and improve someone's life, and that's, I think, the most rewarding thing besides yours. I mean, first we have to, take care of ourselves, because if we don't, then we cannot help other people.
Right.
So
Exactly.
that's number one. And well, wonderful, Jennifer. Let's see if there's anything else here. Any questions at the moment? Yes, need to correct the problems inside to create better outside. Of course, many times, we have a pain on the outside, but if you don't fix the inside, it's never going to be solved. So, well, Jennifer, it was wonderful to get to know you more, and I hope that people will listen to what you have to say, and hopefully they will check your website. And you heard her. She has all the certifications that possible and unimaginable, and she's just a wonderful person who is helping other people around the world. So thank you again for being here, and I hope to see you soon.
Thank you so much for having me. And thank you for doing this and being a voice for others. So it's wonderful.
Thank you. And we'll see you very soon. Okay, everyone. Mwah. Ciao, everyone. Stay healthy. And until next time.